I'm Stephanie from Rearview, Rhonda.
And I'm David from The Devil Lettuce.
We're excited to share the noise coming out of this town.
This is Noise and Nonsense, a podcast about the bands playing your favorite house shows, DIY venues, or melting faces at the local bar down the street.
These are the bands you should know, the ones killing it locally. In rock, punk, metal, all local, all killer.
Support your local scene.
Let's dive in.
What's up, dude?
How's it going, Dave?
Pretty good. It's been a little bit since I've done this with you.
Yeah, it's been a good minute.
Well, thank you for coming in. You want to introduce yourself?
I'm Nick Hughes. I'm the current guitarist for The Devil Lettuce, former drummer.
Yeah, thank you for coming in and co-hosting. We have a special little episode today.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, what's been going on, man?
Oh, just adult life stuff, throwing my back out.
Throwing your back out stretching?
That's about, yeah. I was eating dinner with some family, and I just went and stretched, and now I can't move my neck left or right.
I was wondering why you're leaning your whole body towards me.
But yeah, it's not too bad today, or as bad, I guess, today, but no, it's fucking miserable. I shouldn't have been a dumbass little kid and headbanging like a stupid fuck,
Did you go to a show?
No, I didn't go to a show or anything.
You're just jamming out?
Just worked all week, and then it's probably just stress from work, really.
Yeah.
But no, as a kid, I was kind of ruthless on my neck, so I think that's where a lot of my adult problems stem from, and then having shitty jobs growing up. So,
yeah. Should have stayed windmilling like George Corpse Grinder, man.
Oh, dude, I wish I could windmill. Dude, that would put me in the hospital.
Oh, I would. I watched the video. He did it for like a minute and a half straight. Dude, just straight.
Brutal. I envy dudes, especially with, I could never grow the long hair.
Yeah.
My hair's like, its longest was ever like shoulder length. It just stops there. And
dude, that dude's neck is as thick as my thigh.
Dude, it's ridiculous.
It's crazy.
No neck, just straight head to shoulders.
That's, yeah. Impressive.
Yeah, what have you been up to this weekend?
Jack shit, man. I don't know what I did. Yesterday we did house stuff, boring. But I've also started getting into Warhammer 40K, and I've
thought about that. I don't feel like I've got the time to delve into something that deep.
Dude,
it looks interesting though. The game looks fun.
Till 3 last night, fucking building miniatures like a nerd.
Because they got the board, it's like a whole like universe, like it's a board game, and then they do have like a video game too, I think.
Yeah, So the board game is like a miniature war simulator where you can like move units and fight over objectives, all that good stuff. And I have resisted it for a long time. And then, I don't know, my friend Brad finally talked me into it.
It looks cool as fuck, like all the little figurines that they can you paint. Because you paint them all up. And don't you?
So I have them primed. Yeah, I built them all and primed them all last night.
Nice.
And I have a bit of a headache today because it was like 2 o'clock in the morning and I'm spray painting in my garage and I didn't want to open the garage door to make the dog
too much
bark.
glue.
Yeah. So I still smell spray paint in my nostrils, so that's probably not great.
Yeah.
But anyways, we kind of canceled all of our shows.
Yeah, it's been kind of a weird year for me anyways. I don't know about the rest of you guys, but having to move kind of abruptly and just finding the time and then trying to get my new life back in order it's been a trip. So I haven't had much time for anything. The property calls for most of my time right now.
Well, the new jam spot's awesome.
Yeah, definitely. That's a big plus, having the room. We're not stuck in a tiny little kitchen anymore.
Yeah. I can't remember the last place we've jammed where we've been able to be in the same room.
Well, your basement. We did that for a minute. But yeah, that was kind of dingy.
Yeah. And in November, it was 40 degrees down there.
Or it's flooding.
That too.
In the summer, so.
Oh, man. Yeah. Well, we're working on some new shit. And we do have one show.
Yeah, what?
Halloween.
Yeah, Halloween. We try to do Halloween either way.
Yeah, Halloween's a constant. It's
like the best show of the year, I think.
It is.
For me, anyways.
It's the most fun, man.
My favorite one. You get to dress up and not be yourself even more.
Did you wear a mask last year?
I did the Guy Faux.
Oh, yeah, that's
Guy
right.
Fawkes, or however the fuck you say his name.
Yeah.
kind of painted up.
No, I had one of those blackout masks, and it lasted 10 seconds into a song.
Yeah, it's hot.
And I couldn't breathe. I was sweating, and it was like water torturing myself. It was awful.
You can only smell your own breath.
Oh, yeah. I was inhaling sweat into my mouth. Disgusting.
Yeah, I totally respect for the bands that do the masks. I always wanted to do it, but never could get a whole group to agree to do it. But it would be miserable. I've done a couple shows.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Noise and Nonsense. This week's episode is a little different, and it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm joined by my bandmate and drummer from Rearview, Rhonda, Ty.
That's me.
Hey. We're flipping the script today, and we're going to interview David, my usual co-host, along with his bandmate Nick from their band, The Devil Let Us.
Welcome. Hello. Hi. Good
Hi.
you on your podcast.
So yeah, do you both want to say your roles in Devil Let Us and tell us who we're missing today?
Sure. You want to start, Nick?
Oh, I suppose. I'm Nick Hughes. I'm the current guitarist for The Devil Let Us. Used to be the drummer. Then we got Dave over here, who is our bass player.
Yep. Slapping the bass.
Slapping the bass. And who else is in our fucking band? I don't remember.
Mr. Pat Hitchings, formerly of Sidious,
Pat.
on the drums. Achilles of Omen Killer is our second guitarist, and Mr. Joey Burton on the Vox.
So how does that happen? A switch from guitar to drums? What's the story behind that?
Oh, dude, it was weird. It was really weird. Well, basically, we were kind of forced into a corner. Our guitarist quit on us, and we had a catalog of music that we were working on and had already written and recorded some of it. We're in the process of recording new stuff, and then he just decides that he doesn't want to play music anymore or whatever. I think there was a bit of stuff that kind of went into it, but essentially he wasn't happy with it come down to, and he quit and kind of left us in a purgatory state. And I was just like, fuck it, I can play guitar. I've been playing guitar for years. I picked up the drums to play for The Devil Let Us, but I just like playing music, so it doesn't matter what the fuck I'm playing.
So what was that transitional period like where you're switching instruments?
Oh, dude, it was strange. It was like playing to songs that you're so used to playing on drums. Like you listen to them differently, I guess. And at least I did anyways. And so playing guitar, it's oh, what part actually does come next? Because I'm expecting to play the drum part, and I'm not really thinking about what the guitar's doing. And it's just very, very strange. It took me a while to kind of get used to it. And now I think it would be weird to go back to playing drums.
Yeah.
Did you have some awareness of the guitar parts or the riffs and stuff, or did you have to completely learn all the parts?
I really had a good idea what he was doing anyways, because I recorded all of our stuff. So I heard all the guitars in their raw form. It's all kind of ingrained in there. But just the mindset of thinking, I guess, when going from drums, I don't know, you just think about it differently, I guess. You're used to using your whole body, I guess, and then with guitar, it's more mind, I guess, finger hand thing. But I know the riff that's coming up, but it doesn't. It just feels different,
right?
Or the timing, how long do we do this? It was strange. It's kind of hard to explain, really.
So after being the drummer, how do you feel sitting back listening to someone else playing the drums?
And that's another strange part too, because it's I would do something different there, but at the same time, Pat's a really good drummer, so I don't want to impede him or step on his toes or anything. But there's definitely parts it's I might have done something a little differently there. But
did you teach him stuff, or did he just kind of listen to the recordings?
He listened to the recordings really, and then kind of really just, because I'm a basic drummer. I don't even really consider myself a drummer. It was just one of those things I've always wanted to play, and then just kind of filled the need that was there. But I've got a lot of work to do as a drummer, and just hearing Pat on our stuff, it's okay, that's some of the shit I wish I could have done, So it's
I think that's during your transition. I think that threw you off a little bit too. Is because,
yeah, he played riffs differently.
Yeah,
they have a different feel than I'm kind of used to,
and so
Pat's
that would pretty active. He's kind of Danny Carey, all over the kit.
He's a fill machine, dude. And I wasn't. I was like, my take on music for the drums, anyways, was like follow the guitar, don't bring too much attention to yourself, and try not to do what most, a lot of drummers are like to be show-offs in a sense, or show off their abilities, which is rightfully so. I mean, a lot of that shit's badass, but I feel like some drummers tend to overdo it and don't justify the music. And I was playing strictly to try to justify the music. Like, it wasn't my ego I was just trying to play something good, and most of the time not being able to. So I just tried to make do, know.
So how long has The Devil Let Us been together?
Oh, man. I don't know.
It was like 2019, 2020, right around the start of the pandemic.
Yep.
Because it started out, we were just going to do covers.
Yeah.
And,
so Nick is my platonic musical life partner. I have been in
for a minute.
musical bands with Nick since like 2011.
Okay.
And I've never done anything except for one project, one time off for a Halloween house show. We covered an Opeth album, an acoustic album, which our current drummer drummed for. Yeah. So we started way back then, but we originally started as in a Perfect Circle cover band in 2018, and that's where the tradition of playing the Bishop on Halloween started. Yeah. And Pat, our current drummer, was drumming. Our singer was singing.
It was basically everything it is now.
Except for Dan.
Yeah, Dan was...
Moved Dan for Achilles, and it's the same band.
Yeah, pretty much. Just took a while to get back to it.
It did. It took a little bit. So we started as Murda Noms was our name. We played a set, which was pretty crazy. We had people coming up from Louisville telling us, holy shit, I've never seen a Perfect Circle, so I drove from Louisville to come see you.
Yeah, that was actually a really good show all around.
It was one of the wildest shows. We got to prank my buddy in the middle of the set. The Catatonics saved our set that night. Your amp went right before solo.
Oh, yeah. It was like the first song into it, my amp I got a little ohm switch on the back, and it just decided to shit out in the middle of a song.
Yeah, right before solo. But he was going by then. The song, one of the guys from Catatonics brought his amp up and got next set up.
Yeah.
After that, we played some cover stuff. Never played out. No, we played that one bar on the south side.
Yeah, we did
tiny ass stage.
Did that little off kind of show. What was it? Just guitars. And we didn't have drums. I think we just played some guitar shit.
Yeah, just guitar and bass. And then that dude knew all the Perfect Circle songs, so he came and sang.
Oh, yeah.
Carrie.
Carrie some random dude just at the bar. And then we tried to get him in on it, and then he was like a flake. And
you said like a Southside Bloomington bar? Or South?
Yeah, it was... can't remember what it was. It was the Sinkhole.
Oh, the Sinkhole there. Okay.
But it was before the Sinkhole was the Sinkhole.
That's a tiny space.
Oh, it was tiny. Yeah. I'm a big, large human. I take up a lot of space, and that little stage was, But anyway, we started that, and the pandemic started, so we definitely stopped playing, and I don't know, we just got back together sometime that year.
Did either of you get to see Perfect Circle come through Noblesville on the Sasanta tour?
No, I'm pretty bummed out. I've seen Tool 1,000 times, but I've never seen a Perfect Circle.
Gotcha.
I would love to see a Perfect Circle.
I haven't got to see either one yet, unfortunately.
Oh, man. The first time I saw Tool, I cried. I'd eaten a bunch of things.
Say, was it because of the other influences?
Oh, man. Yeah. I was a little... Yeah. They came out with 46 and 2, and I just got like the biggest goosebumps ever. And I was like, this is overwhelming.
Is that a time signature?
Yeah, what is that? I think that's in 78. It's 46 and 2, and it's something.
That just sounds like a time signature to would play.
Yeah, yeah. I think it's 7. It might be 5/4. That's one of those.
So, David, when did you pick up the bass guitar?
When I was 16. I had played guitar for a year before. Me and 3 of my friends just started playing guitar. And at one point, they're like, well, we need a band and a bass player. And I offered myself for tribute.
Pretty sure that's how we all start.
Yeah, that's how I got started with bass.
Yeah, they're like, well, we can't have 3 guitarists. I'm like, all right. I guess I'll stop playing guitar.
3 guitarists was unheard of back then.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Well, except Skinner, I guess. But,
They're the exception, not the rule.
Yeah.
What was the first bass that you picked up?
I had this old SR200, cheap-ass starter Ibanez. And funny story, I almost got an instant upgrade because coming back from band practice, my asshole friend Jamie was loading in gear back into his house, and he left my guitar out in the fucking alley, and it got stolen.
Oh, no.
So without telling me it got stolen, I went down to his house. I was like, there was a new bass on the wall. I was like, what the fuck is that? He's like, oh, that's your bass. I was like, it's not. He's like, no, it is now.
What did it get replaced with?
An SR 600, so much higher grade. Yeah.
Higher number.
Yeah, higher number, better. And yeah, that thing, I wish I still had it, but yeah, whatever.
Who were the dudes for you, like when you were learning how to play bass? Or were you trying to emulate?
Cliff Burton was the first. I think everyone around my age, that's the bass player everyone looks at mostly, if you're in the metal anyway. I would play Anesthesia Pulling Teeth for hours and hours and hours a day. I still play it. It's just like such a fun little riff machine to play through.
Cliff's got a lot of good little fucking riffs, intros, fucking, I don't know.
And then they went from
grooves.
him to let's have our bass player not even be present in the
can
music.
you just cut the bass from this album?
Turn him down here.
Yeah.
That could have been such an awesome album because there's some fan-made albums out there of And Justice for All where they insert the bass and it's so fucking
Jason was
heavy.
a badass.
The
really.
idea of
He
not
is.
having bass on an album is crazy.
It is.
I don't know, because the Doors wanted to do that, and someone said like, you have to have a bass player on your album, and they got some session dude, and like, he's one of my favorite parts of the Doors, and he's not a member.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. I saw Ray Manzarek.
Yeah.
That was awesome. He was like drinking a beer between his legs while still playing freaking keyboard. I was like, this guy, he was like 70 at the time too. I was like, this is awesome. Robbie Krieger was there too. So I got to see 2 of the Doors, I guess.
Awesome. So Nick, when did you start playing guitar?
Oh, I was kind of a late bloomer. I think I was around 16. I got my driver's license and was hanging out with friends and stuff in high school, and had one guy that had a guitar. I would pick it up and fiddle around with it every now and again because I always wanted to, but my parents were very against the noise making of a band, or because always wanted to be a drummer, but yeah, could never talk the parents into getting into that. But yeah, just eventually I picked up a guitar and started jamming around. And had another buddy that he played drums and was just like, yeah, we should start a little fucking rock band or whatever in my buddy's garage, and started just jamming from there. I don't even think I knew how to like hardly maybe even tune the guitar at that point. Like I had no idea, and was just kind of fucking around. And eventually, one of my other buddies was like, hey, you should check out this other dude that's in our school. He plays with this other local band, and he come over, was listening to us jam one day and was like, yeah, you should come over to my place. And then kind of just went from there, and he threw me on. I was playing guitar, and then he was like, I play guitar like way better than you. He's like, why don't you just play bass? And it just kind of went from there. So I was a bass player for years and years and years, and then got out of high school, and nobody was playing the music that I wanted to play, as guitar wise. So I was just like, fuck it, I'll pick up a guitar.
Yeah. So are you self-taught or any lessons? Or?
Essentially, I've never actually had a real lesson. It was always playing with other musicians. Fortunately, I've been lucky to be surrounded by pretty good musicians most of my life, and was able to just watch and pick up on a lot of shit.
That's cool.
And so kind of touching back on something you said a few minutes ago, you recorded a lot of the music for The Devil Let Us. What's the process of, like, I don't know, recording and engineering like for you? What did that look like?
Tell them how many tracks we recorded.
Oh, dude, yeah, it was a lot of just guesswork, watching videos, typically what I'll do is, get a rough guitar track going, and at the time when I was playing drums with it, I would program the drums and then learn how to play those drum parts that I programmed, and tried to obviously not do like some of these, recorders do with programmed drums and make crazy ass shit that nobody can play.
Yeah, was this just like in software drums?
Yeah, all software. All of the stuff that you hear online, it's all IR instruments, drums, vocals are the only thing that's real, I suppose. But I was watch a YouTuber, Glenn Fricker. He runs recording.
This is a family podcast. I'm gonna have you watch your language.
My bad. Fuck. I can't. But anyways, watch Glenn Fricker on YouTube. He's a recording guy somewhere out of Canada, but he's very knowledgeable, and a lot of our guitar tones and stuff are his IRs, so it's different speaker and mic combinations and stuff like that. So I just really play around with it. I really have no idea what the fuck I'm doing. Sure. I just kind of guess.
I'll say, should I take it that y'all track like individually?
Yeah, individuals. We'll lay down. Each guitar has to have 2 tracks at least.
Yeah,
and 2 guitars left and right.
I think our last 2 songs we did that aren't released, which I think are your best mixing work. I think we did 4 tracks per channel.
Yeah.
So 4 tracks on the left, 4 tracks on the right. That's for guitar anyway.
And I heard that that's basically what Metallica did with like the Black Album. They've got like 10 guitar tracks on each guitar. So it's just a massive wall of sound and tone. And each guitar track you tone differently. So it each takes up a different sonic space in the mix. Yep. So, and that was one thing I'd learned from, I can't remember his name, but he recorded Nirvana. Butch
Vig.
Yes. Yeah, one of his processes was to take the different amps and use he used like a Fender Mustang or some shit for like the bass, and then like a Mesa for the high ends and stuff like that, but he would mix and blend, and that's how they kind of come up. I just kind of used that idea and just mix and blend tones until I come up with something that I like.
That makes sense, because Butch Vig was recorded Siamese Dream by the Smashing Pumpkins, and I think hundreds of guitar tracks per song.
Yeah.
On that.
If you want a wall of sound, you need a wall of tracks.
Yep. And we do wall tracks. And then the bass, we do 2 out of my head with distortion, 1 per channel. And then 1 direct per channel. So there's 4 bass tracks.
So is your bass tracks. Is it always distorted at shows, or?
Yes, yeah, pretty much. There's a couple parts here and there. I'll turn it off, but I love that dangy dang.
Yeah. What pedal do you use?
So my head is all in one. I have an Alpha Omega 500, and it has it's a bi-amp clean circuit along with overdrive, and I can blend them, and that thing's a badass. It's smaller than this little Roadcaster, and it's 500 watts, and that thing will blow a room up, but currently it's in Finland. Bummer.
Back to where it came from.
Yeah, I made a boo-boo, and I do have a pedal. I have a Microtubes B7K Ultra, and I use that as just a little preamp just to get a little more high-end and a little more dangle. I love the dangle on bass. And accidentally put overdrive into the overdrive, and the head was like, no.
Too much.
Yeah, it was too much signal. Yeah, and
so
I
shipping
fucking fried it.
Ahead to Finland, what does the packaging look like?
So it's in a shock. I carry it in a shock case. It's not in a typical, road case or anything. So I just locked that and shipped it over.
Okay, so it wasn't just like bubble wrap and curly cues.
No.
Well, it's tiny too.
Packing peanuts.
It's tiny and weighs nothing.
No, it weighs like 4.2 pounds.
It's crazy.
What's the estimated fixing time on that?
I don't know.
Does it have anything to do with the canceling of all your shows for this year?
No, that is more so we could write new stuff. Yeah. But Nick is a bass player, and Nick's got an SVT 700. SVT, he's got an Ampeg. That's pretty powerful. And then when I use Nick's amp, I will use my Microtubes. It has a fuzz. It's more of a fuzz. the distortion on that Alpha Omega is real clean. It's not really distorted. It's just like, it's hard to describe. Mm-hmm. But that pedal's a little fuzzier than the distortion on the Alpha Omega.
Well, Stephanie, you touched on new music, so what's cooking in Lettuce Land?
Ooh.
We've got a few new songs. It's kind of coming along. We've got some ones have been we're kind of had in the mix whenever our old guitarist quit on us, and then now that we've got the new second guitar player, he's brought in some material as well. And I myself, I've got videos and videos of 15, 20-second riffs, ideas to start from. So we've got all kinds of stuff to pull from, and we've got a couple different ones. Oh, we've got enough for at least an EP.
Yeah, we have an EP
to work on, and we just need to start recording. Like I said, my life's been kind of messed up this year,
upended.
so I've about got the recording studio area set up again and can get back into it. And had to get satellite internet because I live out in the country, and so that was kind of put me behind a little bit too. So
got a little HughesNet out there.
That's I had to go
literally Nick HughesNet.
Starlink or whatever. If anybody's ever out in the country, get Starlink. It's fast, it's expensive, but it works.
Don't get HughesNet. It's
No, it doesn't.
I had to have that. Thankfully, we have fiber optic now at my place, but I had satellite internet for a while, and it was like just go into town and get somebody's Wi-Fi.
Right. That's what I was afraid of. And I'm just glad I had that option to get something that's quicker. And I don't have. We can do the games and the videos. TV. It works great.
That's awesome.
It's come leaps and bounds from what it was years ago.
So correct me if I'm wrong, but has it been 2 years since you guys released music?
I was going to say at least.
It'll be 2 years Halloween, right? I think it was November. I think it came live November 1st, 2023 when we dropped our EP. And then...
That's got some gnarly artwork, my man.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty cool.
How did that come about?
We found that guy on Fiverr. Yeah. We paid him like $150 to do that. And
we just liked his artwork and then kind of told him what we were wanting. We sent him a crude drawing of what we wanted. And
very crude drawing.
Yeah.
Stick figure with horns.
Hey, he took it and run.
Yeah, he did great.
Ran.
Yeah.
I would definitely use him again. He got it done quick. We asked for some edits. He got the edits done in 20 minutes once.
Yeah, he was really easy to work with.
Yeah.
I was real happy with that process. A lot of times working with artists can be...
Yeah, it would be being. But yeah, we just sat on Fiverr for hours just going through. We looked up like stoner rock art, and like there's thousands and thousands of people. That guy's actually in like Indonesia or something like that.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Lots of Indonesian artists actually.
Yeah.
Kind of weird, but a lot of them are very, very good at what they do.
Yeah, he was awesome. He's got a cool catalog. If I could remember his name, I'd plug him, but I can't remember his name.
It was something kind of odd.
Somebody's just gonna have to buy your album. Is he
years
credited
ago.
on the album?
He's credited somewhere. I think whenever we did the...
I think it's in DistroKid.
Yeah, the official, whatever it is. We have to recognize that everybody on the album. And I don't remember.
Yeah.
It's been a minute since we've done that.
Yeah. We have 2 songs that are completely done, but I don't think we're ever going to release them because...
2 or 3 songs that are... We were just waiting on... Well, we had the old guitarist. He wrote and recorded all the guitar parts, and then we were waiting on... I think just minuscule stuff, like maybe some arrangement or stuff to get Joey on the vocals, and then everything fell apart. So
Yep. And now that
couple very good songs, in my opinion.
I call it Era 1.5.
Maybe we'll release some like hidden tracks at some point.
Yeah.
Who knows? They're still there.
They're still there. I just feel our new stuff is just a lot different than what we released on EP.
Yeah, it's definitely taken more of a doomy vibe, heavier, because it was a lot more stoner rock, like Down, Pantera, Rob Zombie.
A lot of minor pentatonic bullshit.
Really just kind of drive.
It's the bread and butter.
It really was.
And we've really kind of initially we wanted to start a doom band was the premise of it all, because I was like, I could be a doom drummer. You know, I can sit here and play like nothing on the drums. Yeah, be real slow and heavy. You know, I was like, fuck yeah, I can do that. And then just all the riffs that he would come up with were just like, okay, well now I got to play double bass, and you know, it's a little bit faster, a little punchier. And we've kind of, I feel like we've gone back more to the roots of how we wanted initially.
More doomy sludge for sure.
Yeah. That one that you wrote, very crowbar-y, sludge fest, fucking punch in the face.
Acid bar.
Yeah.
That one.
Yeah. And then,
I'll say this is where I'll dick ride Nick a little bit. Nick's really good when we're writing songs, bringing an idea, and he's great at evolving that idea into something. We have a song, it's called Acid Bar. It's kind of our tribute to Acid Bath and Crowbar. Real original name. I know, we're geniuses. But I just had like a riff, and within 2 hours, Nick basically wrote the whole song, and we recorded it, and he programmed drums to the fucking thing. So,
and then we sent it to the guitarist, and he quit.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're just like, here's something. Because he was kind of in a slump at the same time. So like we were like, okay, we'll pick up some of his slack and keep stuff rolling along. And
he did not like that.
No, he did not. He wanted to have control of it all, I think.
Yeah.
It's like being in a band's you got to be willing to work with your
collaboration.
Exactly. Yeah. Like, I mean, unless you're a musical genius, you know, at least I find most of my best stuff comes together when I collab with Dave, or you know, he brings stuff to me and it's like, oh, you know, slap that idea off of him, and then somebody plays a wrong note and it's like, oh, that gives me an idea. And
plus it gives everybody like, I don't know, some personalization into the music, which makes everybody like, have some heart in it. Yeah,
buy-in.
Yeah.
You
I mean, it's very unique at that point, because like, you know, you see that with big bands, that they get new members and the sound completely changes. Is that vibe there? Just one influence can make such a huge difference on the littlest things sometimes.
Yeah.
So we talked. You guys are recording, kind of working on writing and hopefully recording. But can you tell us about I don't know, like a fun show that was like a chaotic experience, or just something memorable, the most memorable like show that you've had out there?
It wasn't with this band. Me and Nick were in a band. Remember that biker fest?
Let's hear it. Yeah.
Yeah, we've had some good times, Dave and I.
We played this biker fest, Bludgeon Fest it was called. It was at this like biker compound just south of Detroit in Michigan. And it was the
Was it in Hell, Michigan?
I mean, it seemed like hell. It was crazy. It was fucking crazy. It was just a bunch of bikers. They had 2 stages. Mobile Death Camp was playing there. It was a former members of Gwar. So there was a ton of people there. And, man, there was like girls pleasing each other on stage.
Well, and that was a whole thing that was brought in, I think. Like a performing art thing. I don't know. It was like a satanic with the ritual. Like they sacrificed this chick in a box.
It was so insane.
Blood's dripping on the stage. It was badass. Really, it was metal as fuck.
Like, I mean, if they're a splinter group from Gwar, I would expect nothing less.
Yeah. And then a tornado came and kind of ruined day 2.
And hell let loose. And it was nuts. The campground. When we played the next morning after the first night, there was like 2 feet of water in front of the stage, and then they had all the electrical lines.
Oh, they were going right through the water. Yeah,
I was running right through.
I was like, y'all are really gonna run this sound through that? Yeah. They're like, yeah, it's fine. I'm like, dude, I'm not touching that water.
Yeah.
Fucking
die. It went off without a hitch, fortunately. Which later on that evening after we played, the tornado went through and ruined. Like, there was a band on stage, their gear.
Oh yeah, ripped the freaking roof off the stage. Like,
I felt so bad for that band because all their shit was up there, and then it just fucking downpoured monsoon.
But I guess we'll go back to this band. I think probably the show with Ritual Spell. There was so many people there. We played with Ritual Spell for their first show back in January, and the Bishop was packed. People came with a great energy. They came awesome.
We've had a lot of good shows at the Bishop, really.
We do well there, except that one show in March.
Well, that one was
We won't talk about that one.
that was last minute. We weren't
It
even
was last
supposed to
minute.
be on that one. I don't think originally, were we?
No, we got added 3 days before.
Yeah. So that was practice.
Yeah. And then we followed that up with that show in fucking Fort Wayne.
Oh yeah, I couldn't make it to that one though. Truck issues.
I wish I couldn't have made it either.
We probably should have broke down everybody.
Yeah, sorry, man.
So what's a dream tour for Devil Let Us?
I want to play with Acid Death.
That would be cool.
I got to see them back in April for their first reunion tour, and just playing with them or Crowbar. I mean,
I think
the
that would
Sludge
be
Masters.
realistic, really. Like
Crowbar?
Crowbars,
Yeah.
I mean, they're big, but they're still small. If that
Yeah.
makes sense. Like they're still touring smaller venues and stuff. So I feel like that would be more attainable.
yeah,
Anyways,
they're not getting paid $20,000
Yeah.
an appearance.
Acid Bath is now sold out at every show.
I was
so.
I forgot about until just now. Like I was driving down the highway and
Oh yeah, he still
there was
that
this
stuff.
like a tour van in front of us, and it had like an acid bath, like big thing in the back. It kind of looked like a merch box, and I was like, "Is that acid bath?" And so I wrote David, and I was like, "Hey, where are they at right now?"
Yeah, I looked up immediately. I think they're in like
I don't
San
know if the-
Fran or something.
Well, I don't know if the photo ever went through, but like I had Josh like take a photo as we
awesome.
drove by the van for the people. There was definitely a band,
Yeah.
but yeah, who they were, I don't know. But yeah, we were stalking them on a 69 going towards Indy.
Yeah, playing with them would be. Yeah, I'd retire afterwards. Be happy.
So I guess going along with kind of like a dream tour, is there a movie or video game soundtrack you think that the Devil Let Us should be on?
Ooh.
I don't know if we should be on one, but I want these guys to cover a Final Fantasy song.
Final Fantasy. I'd like to be on the new Grand Theft Auto.
That'd be cool on the Metal Channel.
That might be neat.
I'd do that.
I'm not
Yeah,
so
why
into
not?
video games anymore. Though I don't know our music. I don't know it would fit necessarily on a video game. It'd be very particular, I think. Unless
Yeah,
it was
that-
something random like GTA, where you've got a
Just have a
random
radio station.
that we pop on every now and again. That might be cool.
Maybe something a little hoary, not like HORROR, not the other one.
We were talking about Grand Theft Auto, so it could have gone
You
either
see,
way.
Yeah, that's why I had to specify.
We're the music that comes on when this car starts rocking.
Yeah.
So where do you see the Devil Let Us going in the next year? What's your guys' vision?
Well, hopefully we'll have the EP early next year.
It was
Start
hoping to have it
recording
done
some
by October, for the Halloween, but I doubt we'll. At this point, the year's moving so fast, like they always do.
I know, it's crazy.
If I get my ass to work early next year for sure, we'll have something to put out there.
February 14th. No, I don't know.
420 of next year, we'll have
There you go.
music.
So 420 instead of a love album on the 14th
Yes.
of February. Yeah. All right. Do you have any further questions?
I do. This one comes to us from the Noise and Nonsense mailbag.
Oh.
Pulled it out from fans of the podcast. It says, "Your name is the Devil Let Us, yet you have a song called Bong Rips for Jesus. Explain yourselves."
We're multi secular. Yeah.
Hey man, you gotta love Jesus too. He needs weed.
Yeah, I mean, the first album's a little goofy. I think
We were just really trying to poke fun at anything.
Yeah.
really. And that was kind of the objective, I guess, of the name and everything. It's a double meaning. You can kind of take it how you want. And,
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Okay. No. I'm up to speed now. All right.
So everyone, I think, takes the name at face value, which is the weed reference,
Yeah.
of course. But also, I think y'all ever see The Devil's Advocate? It's like 1998 Keanu Reeves,
Bruce?
I know
Keanu
it has an
Reeves,
expression.
and so it's
Yeah.
a movie where, what the fuck is his name? Is the the devil.
Al Pacino.
Yeah,
isn't it?
Al Pacino plays the devil, and it's this whole back and forth of free will, and the devil led us. There's a great speech at the end where Al Pacino goes off for like 11 minutes talking about how people wouldn't do anything if it wasn't for the devil.
Pissed off rant.
Yeah.
Very good movie.
Awesome. Well, do you all want to? I know you said you don't have anything until Halloween. Is
Halloween.
that accurate?
Yep.
All right.
With Omen Killer and Ritual Spell
At the Bishop.
Nice.
at the Bishop.
All right.
See you at midnight.
Yeah. You have any final thoughts before we shut down the podcast here?
No.
Some awesome questions.
Yep.
All right. Well,
Shout out to Omen Killer. Those guys rock.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Check
Yeah.
them out if you haven't. They're
Hey,
releasing new stuff.
everyone try to fight Danny too. Who's trying to catch some hands. Me and you next time I see you, Danny.
all right. Thanks everybody for listening.